Well, howdy. Glad y'all could join me again. We want to make a little short video. Well, you know, my wife say that it ain't never going to be short. But anyway, so we've got another handgun to show you, get your thoughts on, and I'll give you my thoughts on it. And we'll maybe put some information out there that'll help you decide if this is something for you. Pardon the vehicles, we out here on the porch. Sometimes they come by and they're a little loud, but anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Glock 43X. Okay, the gun is unloaded, magazine's removed. Glock 43X, okay. So, we'll cut to it. The gun is 6 inches long from the longest point. It's 4.5 inches high from the longest point. The slide is 0.8 inches thick, slightly over 3/4. And at the widest point of the frame, where the mag release is just over an inch at 1.16. Gun weighs 18 ounces. So I know what you're thinking. Why do you want a long grip like this? This grip is the same length as a Glock 19. Same exact length. The slide is shorter, but the grip and the whole gun overall is a lot thinner, okay? So what it does is on the 365 that I said I was going to carry, after carrying it, it was hard to reach back and get it and get your hand on a grip because it had such a tiny grip on it. And I did make one decision. I'd like to stay my primary carry gun. I'd like for it to be, 9mm and up. I will carry my LCP Max on occasions in, gym shorts or swimming trunks or whatever. But generally, I want a 9mm or up because of the effectiveness of the round, basically. But anyway, so I wasn't just ecstatic with either of those handguns for carry. I love them, and I'm glad I own them, but I hadn't tried this. I've been a Glock fan from way back. Okay, I've got a video on the 26 that I used to carry. It's a brick compared to this. And the Glock 19 that this gun came from is a absolute brick at close to 2.5 pounds. 18 ounces. There's a lot of difference. Glock still got the cheap plastic drop in the bucket, horseshoe, gold post, whatever you want to call them. Cheapest thing they could put on one. But it's got a reversible mag release, mag catch, however you want to say it. But it's got just a right-handed slide release, not ambidextrous. Looks like they would, they need to get with that. Breaks down like a Glock. Same thing, pull the trigger, pull the slide back, press the levers, slide goes forward. They took the texture from bad to almost non-existent, which I can wrap Talon grips around it or something, or skateboard tape, whatever. I can deal with that. It's got a slight beaver tail, which I don't care whether it does or don't. I mean, it doesn't affect me. The Gen 4s come out with a beaver tail that you could remove a pin and change the back strap, and one of those back straps was a beaver tail. This one doesn't give you that option. It's made on the gun. Trigger guard's undercut for comfort, which that makes a big difference. This is the 43X. There's no rail. They have a 43X MOS that does have a rail. I don't need a rail or light on a subcompact carry pistol. A lot of people do. And the reason I say that, now you need a light, but now it doesn't have to just be mounted on the handgun. To me, I have a flashlight that I keep clipped like a pocket on me, so I have a light. I don't need it on the gun. Some people like it on the gun, and I'm all for it. They make a TLR 6 that's light and laser for this gun for like 150 bucks. Can't really beat it if you if that's your thing. Don't freak out. My magazine is loaded. They always are. You know, I'm not going to go to the extreme of putting the magazine in a lockbox in the bank across town so I can show you a pistol and say, well, it's nowhere in the vicinity. Look, I'm smart enough, and I feel like you are too, not to have it in the gun. You know, if you do your safety checks, that magazine ain't gonna just jump in that gun no more than that AR-15 in there is gonna get up and walk downtown and shoot people on its own. So, to each his own. If you feel better, you know, those guys that go to that extreme, I understand why. They don't want to be sued. Nowhere in this video you'll see me telling you to put this loaded magazine in this handgun. But I wanted to show you the magazine because it's a 10 round. Same Glock style magazine. It's a polymer shell around a steel magazine, basically. Removable floor plates where you can put extensions and all that crap on it. It comes with two 10 round magazines, Glock factory magazines. I have a delivery that's supposed to be here today. I'm not going to call the name of the company just yet. Y'all know, a lot of you guys know, and please don't comment it and call it on this video. I don't want to promote them until I know, because their magazines have mixed reviews, okay? They make a flush fit, same dimension magazine as that factory, but it's 15 round, okay? Like I said, there's mixed reviews on it. So I want to try it for myself before I call it out or mention who it is on the channel. And I'd appreciate it if you would do that too. All it would take was a Google search, and anybody that's watching this can see the maker of the magazine if you want to do that. But when it gets here, if it's reliable, if it doesn't have any hiccups or anything like that, and it does as advertised, I'll be more than happy to tell you who it is and how to order it. I can tell you right now, it was expensive. I'm just being honest with you. Well, the magazine wasn't expensive, really. I mean, it was 42 bucks. But now, damn, they charged me $9 for shipping, which, you know, it is what it is. I prefer people that have such confidence in their product that they can offer free shipping. But I didn't get it. I'm getting old, and I don't want to be anal about free shipping. I paid the shipping. I didn't like it. But, so it come up to over $50 for the magazine. Well, you know, the P365 was 50 bucks, and I went to Academy and picked it up, and it still cost me $50. So, you know, I guess magazines are just getting expensive. But there it is. We're gonna, when that magazine gets here, I'm gonna try the function of it to make sure that it runs, or it don't, one of the two. And if it don't, I'm fine. I mean, I'm gonna be out 50 bucks. I'm gonna send it back and bitch about it and make them try to get my money back. And I'd be fine carrying the 2 10 rounds that come with it. I'd like to have 15, but I ain't gonna lose no sleep over it. One side note about that magazine. If you know what I'm talking about and you've got one on the way, or you intend on ordering one, they suggest that you change the magazine catch. Glocks come with a a polymer magazine release, magazine catch, whatever you want to call it. All right, being that these magazines are steel, that slight, minute movement of that magazine in there on recoil, they say will wear the factory mags out. Okay, the catch, where it catches the little cutouts, they say that it'll wear them down pretty quickly, mar them up pretty good. So they suggest a steel one, a steel magazine catch. Of course, they got one for sale, but it's aluminum. Now, you suggested a steel one, but you're selling an aluminum one. So anyway, if it turns out to be that, I will order me a magazine release, but I want to wait, because if I have to, I want a stainless steel or chrome moly, something that's, you know, I don't see where aluminum's that much stronger than polymer. But I mean, I'm not a damn metallurgist or whatever you call them, scientific. I don't know. So, but that's just my way of thinking. If I've got to replace it with a steel one, I want a good one. I want a stainless steel or a chrome moly. So that being that, They also advise that once you change that, if you want to use your factory mags, you can, but they may or may not just fall free from the gun when you push the thing. You may have to actually strip them out. I'm up in the air about that. I would rather it fall free, but if it don't, I'll still use these for range time or whatever. You know, I can pull it out. I ain't. But so I mean, there's a give and take on either one. Hell, if the 15 rounds run, I'm gonna order a couple more, and I'll just sell them on eBay or something, or keep them for standby. That and the magazine release too. So they added front serrations to the Glock 43X. Don't understand it. It doesn't affect me one way or the other. If it caused me any issues, I'll Dremel it down and be done with it. But I don't care. It didn't affect me at all. But you just get a good purchase. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's harder to hide this longer grip. It's harder to conceal it on your body than it is a shoulder grip. But again, it's a trade-off. When I reach back, I can grab this gun. It's there. The way I carry, and being that I'm fluffy, fat, this grip doesn't protrude out. And you'll notice that they beveled this down to where this is the part that always prints. This point right here. Well, they beveled it down to try to help with that a little bit. You know, I'm sure it does. But like I said, I don't have an issue with it because where I carry, this doesn't stick out anyway. And that's what you have to conceal in your handgun is the grip. This part's going down your leg. That's why you can carry a full-size 1911. That's why I did. It's because, you know, all the backbone is down your leg. The only thing that gets you printable, you know, shows you got to have a gun is the grip. You know, they started bobbing 1911 grips off, which was the stupidest shit I've ever seen. Stupidest thing. But some people like them. I don't want a bobbed. I didn't even notice this was bobbed until a little bit ago. So, don't care. But with all the guns that I own, I'm still in search of the perfect concealed carry gun. You know, the LCP Max is a great gun after Ruger stepped up and replaced, you know, the slide that needed to be fixed. It's a little, you know, it's a little slower reaching in your pocket and getting it out. And, you know, I've got this hang up with the caliber versus 9mm and 40 and 45. And let me try to explain it real quick. I think I already have. And that size of a handgun, why would I carry a smaller, I almost want to say less effective caliber, but I'm not. But a smaller, why would I carry a smaller caliber when I can move up half an inch and carry a much larger, ballistically larger caliber? Doesn't seem feasible to me. So I've got the LCP Max. I like it. I'll keep it and I'll carry it. Like I said, summertime, shorts or whatever. But I still need to decide on a primary carry gun. When I'm at work or going to the store or you know, out on the property, whatever. And that's what I'm in search of. I hope this solves it. If it don't, I'll buy something else. So there's a quick look at it. We'll do another video and try to do two things at once. We'll actually review the accuracy and the function of this gun, because we're going to shoot it in the next video. And at the same time, we'll kind of get an idea of whether or not the magazine's going to work. So we'll shoot it with both the 10 and the 15 when it gets here. It's supposed to be here today. But you know, if you've ever dealt with UPS or FedEx, it may be today and it may be Thanksgiving. So it is what it is. So thank you for watching. If you own a 43X, tell me what you think. How do you like it? How's it serving you? Is it doing you a good job? Are you happy with it? I can tell you right off the bat, it's a Glock. Glocks are the same. A Glock is a Glock is a Glock. Always has been, always will be. they've made a full circle. Like with these finger grip grooves not being on these 43Xs and the Gen 5s, well, that was the way the first Glock was made. It didn't have the bumps. Now they're back to that. Hey, I like that. I don't care nothing about them finger grooves. But anyway, there's a reason that 90% of law enforcement and military carry a Glock pistol. And I'm hoping this one fits the bill that I need it to. And stay tuned. So, thumbs up if you will. Like and subscribe. You know, share the videos. I got just a slight teaser, and I'm going to drop it on you, then we're going to go. So I got to get me a cup of coffee. I want to make this channel more fun and more interesting. So I created a Patreon account, okay? And the reason I did that was not to make money. I could care less about that. All these guns I buy, they belong to me. Any magazines, ammunition, all that comes out of my pocket. All right. That being said, I wanted the Patreon, so if we can get some supporters, if some of you guys want to, if you want to drop $1 or $2 a month on it, that'd be wonderful. And here's why. At the end of every month, I eventually want to be able to, at the end of every month, I want to look in the Patreon and I'll post a video. Say, hey guys, there's, here's the sheet. There's $500 in Patreon. So y'all give me information on what you want me to give away, because I'd like every month take the money that's in Patreon, whatever it is, buy something and draw names from my subscribers and give it away. That's just hell. It's like being on a football board. You pay $1 or $2, you get a square or two, and if your numbers hit, you hit. And that's what I'd like to do. It'll make it more interesting, And like I said, I'm going to be 100% accountable for every dollar. If there's any ever gets it, every dollar will be given away every month. I don't want to make money off this deal. I want it to be educational, and I want it to help you, or maybe help someone that don't know about firearms or whatever. Quick tip on that, well, side note, whatever. If we get to where we can give away ammunition or guns, okay, I will have to ship them from my FFL to yours. So if you know you can't pass a background check, don't waste our time. Don't waste your time. Because if you win, and I go down here and I pay for it to be shipped to your FFL, and you can't pass the background, your FFL's not going to give you the weapon. All right, so then it's going to come back. Then I've got to go through the process again. And it's just a whole bunch of crap. That's like taking a drug test, when you just got through smoking a joint. You know better. So anyway, keep that in mind. But most things, gun and ammunition have to go through an FFL. Anything else, I can just ship it to you. If that's something y'all interested in, I'll drop the Patreon information later. I ain't done it yet, and I ain't gonna do it right now. I want to see that this is actually what I need to do or want to do. But once I decide, we'll go from there. But it's been created. So anyway, thank you for watching. Y'all share the videos, thumbs up, subscribe, all this kind of stuff. You know what to do. God bless you. Y'all keep the people over there in Ukraine and the leaders in Russia and Ukraine in your prayers. The soldiers, the Russian soldiers, civilians, everybody involved, keep them in your prayers. Pray for them, because they need it. Pray for our leadership. They really need it. So, God bless you. Thank you.